Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our career here on EA Sports PGA Tour. If you missed last episode, we finished off the EA Sports Championship out at Chambers Bay. That course was extremely difficult. I feel like I putted pretty bad for almost the entire week. I really couldn't get the greens figured out. The shots were tough into the wind, and it was Scotty Scheffler, who was paired alongside us, who had a great last round, came back and won the whole thing. I think we finished somewhere around 4th or 5th, so it definitely wasn't all for nothing. We still had a really good week and got some much needed FedEx points because the race is starting to heat up with about 5 or 6 of us, as you can see right there, still all within grasp. So, I mean, if Finau, Burns, Homa, if any of these guys win, they're going to join Scheffler right there. We have fallen back to second, or we've stayed at second in the world golf rankings. Scotty Scheffler's still way up there, so still a lot of work to do in our career as we get ever closer to the Masters. We are now 1 week out from that beautiful first major of the year. Super excited to go back there and see where we kind of hold off now that we have quite a few skill points put into our character. So but that is not this video. That is not for another week on the schedule. We are headed to Carolina for the Carolina Open at the Ocean Course Kiowa Island Golf Resort. This is a beautiful golf course. I believe we've done a course review here, and it's a fantastic tournament. So I'm really excited to kick it off and see. There's quite a bit of wind. As you can see there on the right, we have continued our sponsorship with Under Armour and have now had quite a few shirts to pick from. There was another bundle in the shop that we picked up. I did see all the feedback saying, how dare you wear a Nike hat mixed in with the Under Armour. And as I mentioned, those are the only hats that I have unlocked or have access to. There's not a lot of hat choices in this game. I actually tweeted at EA Sports to find out if they're going to do another content drop for the shop. They've mentioned it's coming. Just trying to find out when, because right now there's no Titleist hats in the game. There's Titleist visors. I'm not a big visor fan. You can probably notice in all these videos I wear a hat almost every single time I record. I'm just a hat guy. I like wearing Titleist hats when I golf. So hopefully we get those. Hopefully we get more Under Armour, because Under Armour seems to be one of their biggest apparel companies in the game. But I've taken off the Nike hat for almost all 4 days. The last day we'll stay with the Nike hat because I like the red shirt, black hat. So that's all we got for right now. So if you feel like it's a fashion crime, I apologize, guys. We're working on it. We can only use what we got. But we're headed out to Kiowa. It should be a very difficult, tough task. As you can see, 8 to 12 mile winds right off the start. So we got our little green get up there. We have a Masters hat that we unlocked. Wearing it matches really nice. So again, this is all kind of preparation leading up to that Masters tournament. That's the big first checkpoint test that we've had. The players was obviously very exciting, but TPC Sawgrass is no Augusta. So got some work cut out for us, but first we tackle South Carolina. This is a stunning course. Absolutely love Kiowa, but with wind, I can only imagine this is going to be a handful for us to take on. So there you go. There's the leaderboard so far. Jim Herman in the clubhouse at 66, Michael Thompson in at 68, and a handful of scores up and down the leaderboard. So I think a good number in these wind conditions will be about 2 or 3 under. If we can hold off and make a couple birdies on the scoreable holes, then I think we'll be set up great. Chambers Bay was probably our worst event, while still finishing well. It was really weird. Like, I felt like my game was really bad last week, but we still managed to hang on above quite a few guys and get some FedEx points out of it. So there we go. Tee shot at 1.
That's the magic question.
Good shot to kick it off here.
Really the definer of the best in the game and the also rounds. I would put it down to,
at the time of this recording, that one TikTok that I was talking about in the last post has now surpassed 1 million views. I don't even really know what to say. Like, I really didn't think this golf content would be worthy of that much, but you guys seem to like it for good or for bad. And it's a funny clip, so if you guys want to check it out, go check it out. But you guys are crushing social media. We are really closely approaching 400 subscribers on YouTube in a month, which is nuts. So thank you guys so much as we try and rip a 60-degree to stop. It kind of flew a little bit farther with that gusty wind, but we got ourselves a birdie putt on number 1, and let's see if we can't clean up the putter here this weekend. Not much break. It will go left to right, and then it might try and come back to the left if we get the pace right. That's a good start. That's what we needed. We really needed to just kind of settle down and get the putter going, because
very quickly to 1 under par.
I don't know. I could not read those greens again. Chambers Bay, it's extremely difficult. I'm not naive to the fact that the game EA made it pretty difficult, and it plays difficult in real life too. So good start here at Kiowa. I love South Carolina golf courses. I always have.
This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run up down that right side.
I'm not going to be able to clear that if I go there. This might run out, so I actually think I'm going to play this a little bit different and just club down to a 3-wood, and then we could still have a good shot into the green with a 3-wood here. If this rolls out to that 250 stake, we might be able to go for this in 2. But not a bad swing there. A little bit slow. That's kind of been our miss in these last few tournaments we've played, is just for some reason we flipped the switch. The first like 5 tournaments of our schedule, we were fast about 3.2% on almost every single swing, not just driver, on every single shot. We figured that out, got it dialed in, and then I would say at the Arnold Palmer and then into Sawgrass, into the last tournament, we really struggled to get the tempo back to that, and we've been slow ever since. So kind of a weird little change there, but ooh, I've hit this one pretty well. A little fast. This should be pretty damn solid. It's not often we're able to go in 2, and it's not often you'll see me go for 2, but to get that one to the flat part of the green is pretty exciting. We do have ourselves an eagle putt here, so coming out in flying colors, trying to get off to a rocking start here.
For an eagle.
That's our first eagle in a very long time. I dedicate that eagle to all my UK folks. You guys have been telling me to go for more greens than 2. That one's for you guys.
2 holes.
So some helping wind on the first few holes, obviously very scoreable. Once we start getting into the cross breezes and the wind into our face, that's when this course will get a little bit more difficult. But I have actually played this course a number of times in this game already, so I kind of know where to put the ball, so to speak. I know where the good misses are. I know where the bad misses are. Like I said, Kiowa is one of my favorite courses. Take another 3-wood here. Get it down to that. Whoa. Oh, no way. 3.6% slow.
And the leaves took enough of the momentum off.
So something is definitely, I don't know if it's me. I have been having issues with this controller, and that's not an excuse. I'm just gonna let you guys know what you will see in the game. The thumbstick is drifting, so you'll start seeing it start set up for a fade or a draw. There's a lot of times where I'm not actually doing that. I have to correct it. So there is issues. I think it's the cable I got going into the PC that isn't wanting to work very well. So we're gonna take see, it just did it right there. So it just threw it to a high draw. I don't want that high draw. I don't know why it does this. You can see it in the picture on the left. It just, yep. So I'm gonna actually unplug my controller because I really don't know why EA Sports has such a hard time getting controller inputs accurate. It doesn't seem to. Okay, this is just not working at all right now. So there you go. Some I actually don't know what it's doing right now. It's constantly doing it. There, I think it stopped. So what I was trying to say was we're taking a 56-degree, adding some loft, trying to hoist it way above this tree. Hopefully the wind catches it, and we land it on the green. So I got it up over the tree. I think this will be pretty damn good. Ah, it caught the false front. I was hoping it would stop with more spin since we added more loft, so... I mean, that was just an errant tee shot. I don't know why I was so slow on that one, but yeah, there is some input issues that they've acknowledged in this game, but I'm having a hard time deciphering it if it's actually the game, like they say it is, or if it's my controller, because I have noticed it in other EA Sports games. So I don't know if it's just that I'm using a PS5 controller. I don't know if it's just that the PS5 controller does not have the greatest support, or what it is, but it's pretty bad right now. It's very annoying because I have to kind of reset a bunch of shots. No excuse. The tempo has nothing to do with that. I'm just wondering if the input isn't picking up how fast I'm actually swinging, because to all of a sudden in the last 3 tournaments to go from 3.2% fast, which I would expect me to be pulling down and shooting up really quickly, how that can change to 4% slow all of a sudden seems very weird to me, but we're not going to let it affect us. We know how to manage that if it starts popping up. and really just try and dial the speed appropriately. So Kiowa Islands doesn't call for a driver all the time, especially in the winds, because like I said, this first half of the course is helping winds on almost every single shot. You're playing along the water in one direction, you're going to be coming back, so we will get these winds into our face for the back nine. But you could just rip a 3-wood down there, and our 3-wood has been pretty good for the most part.
Into the fairway.
A driver, you're sailing it into this, you know, sandy mess that this course is kind of built on. Beautiful course, though. The elements here all mixed together. The white pearly sands, the dark colored fescue, the richness in the greens and the fairways. But now we have a very difficult choice to make, because a 7-iron with 11-mile-per-hour winds probably isn't going to stop as quickly as I would want to get a chance at a birdie. I don't know if 8-iron's enough, but I feel like it might be. It definitely can't play a 6. I think we'll play a 7 and just try and take a little bit off of it with like a high fade or high draw, maybe even. Kind of sling it in there from the left. Take a little bit off this. Nah, that's what I was afraid of. It was definitely an 8-iron. I was really in between clubs there, because I just know how fast, you know, link style greens are. It's impossible to stop anything on there. Made the wrong choice. That's okay. We'll try and bump this back on with a 56 just down this hill. Basically got to get it on the green. It'll start slanting left to right towards the flagstick once it gets closer. Ooh, for a second that looked like it had a chance to actually go in the cup. Not bad. 6 feet 11 inches for a par. That Masters hat actually doesn't look that bad. Again, putting is going to be the real question mark this tournament. This is up the hill, left to right. Good putt there. So far, no real mistakes here with the flat stick. And hopefully we can just keep that going, because we're going to need it on this back 900%. It's actually going to start switching, as you see Im now at 6 under. So Sung Jae having a great score out there. Hole 5, par 3, 207 yards. Kind of similar to the second shot we just had on that. It's a long way down there. I think we can get there with a 6. It's going to sweep so hard right to left. So this is where we're coming back towards the water. Seems like the wind is pushing towards the ocean there. It's a good looking shot. I don't think it's enough. That underswing kind of messed me up a little bit there. I probably should have stuck with a 5-iron or a full swing. Probably needed a full swing in there. So we'll try and pick this one up cleanly. See if we can't get this close to the flag stip, tap it back in for a par. So the little thud you heard there should get a decent amount of spin. I'm going to try and level up that pick shot, because we hit it very well in terms of tempo and power, but the miss hits are so bad with a bronze medal that it keeps flaring left or right. If we can get that dialed into a you know, a silver or a gold, I think that shot's going to be an absolute weapon out here. So here we go. Par putt, similar as last, up the hill, slight left to right. Yeah, good pace, firm, and just got it in the cup. So I've been thinking about, obviously everything's kind of accumulated to the road to the Masters. That's what this career mode is called in this game. So I've kind of been thinking, you know, we are this tournament and then the Masters. What can I do to kind of level our guy up in terms of, you know, story elements, in terms of, you know, equipment, gear. So we obviously signed the contract with Under Armour to get as many of those items as we can. So we're officially an Under Armour athlete right now. And then I was looking at the bag and I was like, you know what? I think we need to level up our clubs a little bit. You know, we're using the old stealth driver, so maybe we go out and purchase the new stealth driver. You know, we're using the clubs that I use in real life, which are the Callaway Apex, but there's no pro on tour that would be sponsored by both. So I think we'll stick with TaylorMade for right now and look to purchase a new set of irons before the major or for the Masters. And just kind of try and, like I said, there is no contract sponsorship thing in this game, which I think is a misstep, granted how good the career mode feels. You can obviously challenges for different sponsors, but I'm hoping they add that into the game in the future. But for now, we can kind of like take that upon ourselves to... I'm going to rip a full 6. I think the wind is going to be strong enough where it should sit in time. But yeah, I'm using the Callaway Apex 2021s. Those are what I use in real life. But mixing Callaway with TaylorMade, I'm not really a fan of Callaway drivers. I like the Paradigm, but I'm never going to use it. So I think, damn, that really got ballooned up. That was a really good looking shot until the wind caught it and just spit it down. But we can chip this back on, hopefully make another par. Again, getting off to that 300 start with the eagle on 2 was actually huge because this course does get very difficult very quickly. It's kind of like Chambers Bay in that there's more difficult holes than there are scoreable. And when you factor in wind, it's so hard to manage the course out there. So now we got a down the hill putt left to right.
Is now going to be a grind.
Yeah, putter seems good today, so maybe we fixed. And I think it's just Chambers Bay is so undulated on the greens that it's so hard to read. I think we got to kind of just leave that one in the past.
The 7th.
But yeah, anyway, that's what I think I'm going to do before the Masters. So we're not going to wear all Masters gear, Masters head to toe. We got our sponsorship with Under Armour. We'll come in there looking flashy as ever, and then we'll also bring in a new bag, I think. So I think we'll either go for the 7MBs or one of those clubs. They're all in the shop, so I think we'll look to purchase one of those and just set ourselves up because we have a TaylorMade driver. I like the Stealth. I think it looks flashy. We can buy the new one, so it looks like we're an updated pro. TaylorMade won't let their players use the old model for too long. You saw that with Rory McIlroy. He tried using the Stealth from previous model for a long time, and they kind of, I feel like they kind of forced him into that, and it took him a while to adjust to the new one. Sorry, UK folks, this wind's a little too hard. This is going to get... And there's my controller doing that stupid thing again. So, really not sure why this has started all of a sudden. I think this cable that I'm using... Why'd that hop so far to the right? Oh, that miss hit really screwed me over. Got a good kick, thankfully. But I think this cable might be a little fried, so I'm probably going to order a new one just to try and avoid that.
What he wanted to do after the tee shot, puts himself in.
Yeah, the Under Armour gear is looking good. Like I mentioned, I hope they add more hats because there's only 2 Under Armour hats in the game, and in order to unlock them, you have to complete the challenges. But unfortunately, the challenges left require you to drive a green in 2, and on the hole they chose for that challenge, my guy can't get it there, or if he can, he can't stop it in time. So I literally I can't do the challenge just yet. So I can't even get those Under Armour hats. That's a really good pitch shot. That's one of the few pitch shots I've felt very comfortable over. So 6 feet 10 inches for another birdie here.
It's not stone dead,
on hole number 7. Pretty dead straight, slightly up the hill.
Some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie.
There we go. So another birdie. So we get to 4 under for the day. So really good day here on the front 9. And probably a score we're really happy with. Granted, there's some, like I've been talking about, there's some difficult holes. You saw him bogey out a couple there on the final few.
Frank, would you be happy?
This course is spectacular. Look at this. Like every section of this green you look, it looks like something else. You got water, you got pine straw with trees, you got a tee box on your left, you got sand on your right, you got fescue all around you. Such a unique, beautiful golf course. How anybody can say they don't like this course is not that many do. Okay, 5 I can't stop on the green. 6 might not be able to either, but with 10-mile-per-hour winds into our face, I think we have a good shot at getting this close. It's right at the pin, just a little left. Oh, it needs to go. So that wind actually could have been a 5-iron. That wind is gusty. So that's the thing you have to really tackle the most out of Kiowa is just understanding what the wind's doing and manage your game around that. Hopefully we'll unlock the stinger off the driver at some point here soon. All right, this is going to snap hard to the right, or sorry, to the left. Then it's going to come back to the right as it gets closer to the pin. So we'll aim about a foot outside the right, maybe a little bit more. Get it over this hill, spit it to the left, funnel back into the flagstick. Just anywhere close for two-putt pars. The only thing I'm thinking of at this point in this round.
This one is looking good. Could it be? Oh, dude, what a roll that was. A long one in for
I don't
birdie.
Care what anybody says about difficulty. That is one hell of a birdie we just made there. A complete shot in the dark, just guessing where the break is going to go back left and right. And we just nailed that. Let's go. 5 under par through 8 holes. Off to an absolute gorgeous start here. Wow.
Mid to long iron into a green.
This is night and day from last tournament, that's for sure. But wind is picking up. We're now at 12 mile per hour. And like You know, I try and be as honest about these courses as I can be, and doing the course review for this golf course, the back nine is challenging, and with wind, 262 in the air, so really not that great of a day for driving in terms of distance, because the wind is just going to cut it all off. And now we got a hybrid potentially. Can we get there with a 4? Can we get there with the hybrid and make it stop? Okay, if we're looking at the last hole with wind into our face, we clubbed down to a 6 from a 5, and it didn't get there. A 4-iron might get on the green, but there's all this undulation and false fronts off to the left and the front that if we don't get it on, it's going to slope back down for a very difficult up and down. So I think we have to use a hybrid. However, I'm going to help this wind, and I'm going to go with a big fade, like a monster fade, aiming to the right side of the green, using the wind, using a fade. If we don't miss-hit this, it should get back to that back portion of the green. And I've hit it so slow again, but I think that will only help. Sit. Okay, not bad. We gave ourselves a putt. It did almost exactly what I wanted to do, even with the slow tempo. So, not bad at all. Now we got another difficult putt. Up the hill, right to left. Let's just see what we can do here.
Oh, that one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th. And that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6.
Not going to say anything. Just going to fist bump and move on.
Here we go, making the turn, par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, what's in front of the player right now?
When you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're up and you're down, you're wrong. When you're right, it's black and it's white. I don't know what else to say other than my putter sucked last week, and it's absolute dynamite here today. That's 2 holes in a row that I just stole 2 birdies away from a difficult course. Look at this beautiful tee shot. Got the swamplands, big old house off to the right. That was a ridiculous birdie putt. Just clear that little gorge there.
Round going here on this Thursday, and that
unbelievable. 6 under par through 9 holes.
Walking the course
what
today,
a beautiful shot that was. This should be enough club if I give it a full 9-iron.
Birdies, it's go time.
Oh no, that follow through felt really bad. Get a good kick. Oh no.
Ooh, and that went straight down. That's
yeah, that one felt weird. I corrected it at the end, so it wasn't as bad, but I felt my thumb slip, and then I tried to yank it back, so not a great one. Can I even flop this? Probably not, granted that I'm going to hit that bush. So I think I just need to chip it back into this hill. This is... Don't really have a good angle on it here. I think I gotta... Guess this is an okay angle. I got it right where my aimer is. I gotta hit that bank. If I hit it over that bank, this is rolling farther past. If I hit it short of that, I don't even know if it gets on. This needs to be a perfect shot. I'm telling you, my creativity right now is pretty impressive. We got away with some ridiculous stuff at Chambers Bay, and right now I feel like I'm pulling up some pretty weird and nifty plays. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And he'll remain at 6 under par. We arrive here
I'm getting excited knowing that the Masters are next, because this game does majors better than any game I've ever seen. The presentations are so much fun. We were obviously invited to the Masters at the last year's tournament as a rookie. We really didn't do as good as I was hoping, even for a rookie. We missed the cut, finished like 8 over par or something. Just needs to try and cut a bit more. It should be fine. Yep, we're good there. So the driver's looking half decent. Still slow, but slow isn't terrible when you have wind that are going to help you correct the mishit. So just trying to play conservative here. There's no way I can get it there, even with not with the wind. So there's no point in laying up this one, or sorry, going for this one. Aim towards the 100-yard stake. My follow through seems really bad right now. I'm correcting it at the end, but I'm kind of a little off. I got to readjust my seating position and try and recuperate from that. Doesn't look the most happy about that, kind of biting his lip. Not sure what that animation was.
He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it.
We're gonna have to club up and take a little bit off 56. I don't think a 60 will get there. That's as far up as I could hit with a 60. 10 mile per hour winds isn't gonna stop that. Club up, side hill lie, so aim a little bit more to the right. Come on, Mike, get a good 56 in there. Oh God. Oh no. Yep, caught that false front. Oh, it would look so good. It was like 2 feet from being perfect, but
as it is,
I'm gonna pitch this one up the hill, bump it up there. I'll tell you, this pitch shot, I've kind of started using it more in these. I was talking about it last tournament. The flop shot, I feel like, is the ultimate meta shot of this video game. Like, I see everybody using it in every video I've watched. We used it a lot in the first few tournaments, and I just kind of lost confidence in it because I started mishitting it. Which is weird because, like, it's such a basic shot. But I started using the pitch shot a little bit more, and it's actually pretty forgiving. So I think I'm going to start using it more and more. But that's a kind of a disappointing bogey, or sorry, par on a par 5.
Yeah, it's also the start of
just a little bit. I thought the 56 was great. I took a little bit off of it, thinking that it would be too much, and it wasn't. It was nearly the perfect amount. If I gave it that extra juice.
Will have water in play.
But a par won't hurt us. This one is going really hard to the left. The wind has got this one. It'll be fine though, I think. Yeah, should be good there. So
tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up
pretty good tee shot there, perfect tempo. So may have found our rhythm here again.
Now a second from 164 yards out.
I think this is just an 8-iron. It's well past the flagstick. The wind should help pull it back towards the pin. Ah, miss hit again. Miss hit after miss hit after miss hit is so frustrating. It's like, can we just have a day where I'm not up and down with fast and slow tempo? Yeah, I don't know. That shot is just slowly becoming one of my favorite. The miss hit, because it's a gold shot type, the miss hit window is so small that it almost feels like I haven't really missed a shot in a while, which is, like I said, I used to be so familiar with the flop shot that this is kind of taken over for me. So par start through the first 3 on the back 9. I mentioned it's difficult out here on the back 9, so I'll take that every day of the week. Other than the par 5 was a little disappointing. We got a 497 par 4 here at 13. Drive is everything again.
Near the green on 12. Well, it's now a canal that borders the entire
here we go.
length of this
Big drive.
13th. The
beautiful hole. Kiowa is so beautiful.
4 deep pot bunkers greeting those.
Should be another really good one.
A little too conservatively.
Beautiful. Not getting a lot of rollout today, though. The wind is forcing the ball to stop spinning as much as it might out here. But nonetheless, we'll take that. It's pretty good. We got a very difficult. This is the scary part. A very difficult approach into this. So I think if we aim on the right side, almost right at the water, the wind is kicking back to the left, 10 mile per hour. So that should hold up a 6-iron to land on the green. It's just a matter of miss hit. If we miss hit this, hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can do. I've struck it pretty well, and the wind is holding it. And a sensational shot here. Absolutely masterclass.
Just think about it. You got to cover
and the big old fist bump. That deserves a fist bump. Absolutely remarkable shot. This to go to 7 under par.
Chance now for another
Let's go. We are absolutely dialed in here early at Kiowa. Let's go, baby. This is just outplaying the course right now. That's the way I see it. You know, I don't think difficulty has anything with the fact that we're just playing very, very well right now.
It's not much fun to play. When you look down there, you might as well be hitting on the top of a pyramid. And look at the way it falls
top of a pyramid. Yeah, this hole's hard. I remember this one. Very long. Can't use the 3-wood. It won't stop.
That way. Good 10
Question
feet short
is
if you miss it on
a
the right,
4-iron
that's
even
about
going to
10 feet
stop?
below the level of the putting surface. And I'm not even going to talk
Gotta
about the
try
back
it.
of the green.
I don't think a
Please,
hybrid or a
please,
3-wood
hit the
will,
green.
so. Oh god, a sloppy follow through that I saved again. Stop! 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 Nope. Nope. That's one of those holes that is 250. Trying to stop it anywhere close to the pin or on the green is like a 5-iron. You'd have to really kill it to get there because it would hit the front of the green. Look at this slope. What do I even do here? Do I risk a flop? I don't think I can flop this, granted the wind. I think we just gotta stick with our guns. Dude, this shot is terrifying. Okay. Flop shot doesn't make sense because there's 12-mile-per-hour winds. If we miss-hit it, it's coming right back down this hit. A chip shot will get nowhere up that hill. What else do we have? That's it. I think we have to use a pitch shot here. Very weird side angle lie. Not sitting that far down in the rough, but no shot in this game ever is. I don't think I can kill this because if I kill it and hit the uphill, it might bounce way past. So might have to take a little bit off this. Pretty much exactly what I wanted to do there. 5 feet 3 inches for a par save on a very difficult
5 feet left.
par 3. 5 feet down the hill, slightly right to left. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
What a
good
par.
putt.
And I'm telling you, that
Par
pitch shot
14.
is my new
And
best
this will
friend.
remain
Absolutely
a one
phenomenal
shot
golf shot.
advantage.
Onto the
I don't know why
15th, a
sometimes
par
when you
four,
don't press the skip button, the
166
volume
yards.
just goes
Plenty of
absolutely
room in the fairway
chaotic.
off the tee,
It's like it
making
wants,
this
I said this before, but it's
definitely a
almost like
second-shot hole.
it's almost like they
Because
want
trust
you
me,
to
you do not want to miss
skip
left
it.
and find yourself in a waste
Wind is
area
going a little bit more to the
you
right.
need a ladder to get in and out of.
Should be okay. As long as it gets a friendly kick. Yep, good shot
Once
there
again,
again. A
another great
long
tee
way down
shot.
there this
I'm
time.
starting to wonder
294
how low can
carry,
you go? And the
338.
driving has been simply superb.
Yeah, Nabelo's calling it out there as well. So far, driving has been really good.
Second shot from the
Oh, boy.
right side of the fairway.
Here's the problem. With a 56, even with the wind, it's going to carry maybe 10 yards on and then spin back. So I think I have to use a 51 degree and just hope that, again, similar to what I've been saying, just catch it well enough that there's no mishit, and it should be okay. Holy wind. Holy distance. Were we in a flyer lie in the middle of the fairway? How'd that just... Like, wind or not, that carried an extra 30 yards farther than I wanted it to. Dear God. Oh, I don't know if I can pitch this with the break there. It's the same thing as I've been saying, though. With a flop shot, wind coming back in our face, there's no point in even trying that. Sit, 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 sit. So we carried it over the break, which I wanted to do, but I wanted that to land like a foot or two shorter than when it was. Down the hill, then up the hill, left to right, to save par.
Got it there, but not
Too much
quite on
pace.
target.
If I had a die-in pace, I think that would have turned over a little bit more. Dang it! First blemish of the scorecard, a bogey here. That's a tough hole.
Okay,
That's a
a
tough
bogey
hole.
here at
That
the
second
15.
shot, I felt like that
He's gonna
just
fall
ripped
to 6 under
30
par.
yards faster or farther than I wanted it to with a 56 degree. So not entirely sure what happened there. That was very, very
Final
odd.
par 5 of the day. Here's the Ocean
Drop
course
back down to
is the
6 under.
16th.
Still
Frank, this
tied at the
was
top of the
a
leaderboard
pivotal
currently.
hole
Par
down the
5,
stretch at the 2021
581.
PGA
So
Championship.
definitely
It
reachable with a
certainly
good
was
drive.
reachable, in the right conditions, but you look at that fairway, even though it's
There we go.
wide, it's
Big
split
power
into two
drive.
sections. The right
Send this
side
one a
is the
long
flat
way down
side,
there.
and the top side, the left side of this fairway, it all runs down to the hill. Got to be a little lucky, but good looking.
Well, just
hole.
get you a piece of the
green
land.
sitting up
Oh,
on
God.
the top of the hill as well, with huge sandy area on the left. So if anything, just
I'm
respect
not
the
sure
right
the way
side
that
when you're
hit
coming
made
into this par
sense,
5
but
green. But remember, you are playing a great par 5.
Frig. I was not confident with that shot choice. I should not have even tried it, man. Nope. We literally gotta take our medicine here. Just punch it back onto the fairway. Holy crap, I can't even do that. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna have to hit half a shot here. Yeah, got it back to the fairway, so still a chance here. I don't know, that tee shot was brutal. Not only did I slip, but I just didn't even take into consideration anything else.
Agree, Rich. I mean, that tee shot you can't make up for, but now a good third shot.
Gotta go for it.
To the green.
We gotta get it close to get up and down.
You never know.
Go an extra foot. No, I was about to say yes because I thought it did, and that's in the bunker.
And we'll have to see here.
Oh boy, we've made a mess out of this hole.
Lighter rough into the heavier stuff.
But this club has saved me. We'll add a little bit of loft to try and stop it even sooner. So change the camera here. This is going to take everything. This is a par 5, so we still have a chance. We're not out of this hole yet. Oh my God, we just got it out. that got out by legitimately a foot.
Nice
Any
shot
shorter on
and
that,
good chance
and
for a par. The
that would have
statistics
been
on the PGA Tour
back
show
right
that
where
from
we
8
were. So
feet,
good chance at a par here. Pretty flat,
50%
pretty
of
straight. Good putt.
Okay.
What a save. What an absolute monster of a save that was on a par 5 where our drive sailed 40 feet, 40 yards left into a grandstand.
This is
just took our medicine and chipped out back into the fairway. Tried to go for it to give ourselves a chance at a birdie. Missed it. Great bunker save.
It's got a green that's nearly 50 yards.
Oh God.
It's got water. It's got bunkers. It's got it all.
Oh God. Aim this one well left. Oh God. Oh, please catch part of the dry land. I think we're fine. We're far enough back. Okay, good. Anytime I see those blue numbers now being slow, the miss hit is just going to be... I mean, that didn't even stop on the green. That's wild. These long par... I actually like... Let me know if you guys have any tips on how I should play these long par 3s. You know, I've tried a high towering like draw or fade to take some of the speed off and land it at a steeper angle for some spin. I've tried clubbing down, and I've often either missed the green or landed it well short. I've tried clubbing up for the ones that are like kind of a lower trajectory. Maybe there's a shot type I don't have unlocked or don't use enough, but let me know in the comments if you guys have any suggestions on... Basically, my question is, when you have... That needs to sit. Holy speed! Okay, maybe it's just this green is super firm. But basically, my question is, when you have a very long par 3 for a low-rated golfer, so again, we're like 85 overall, lower than the pros. If you have a very long par 3 and your strength in the game is not distance, like I have some distance, not a lot, what is your go-to play to avoid, and especially in wind, to avoid going for what I am right now, a lengthy par putt? Do you just play it super safe, take an extra club off, make sure you land it on the green? It's a good par putt though.
Oh yeah, worth an exhale.
Do you just say screw it and keep going for it and hoping you get it? Because I feel like I chose the right shot there. I mishit it, mind you,
where he is.
but it still sailed, you know, 20 yards past the flagstick into the rough. Thankfully, we made a par putt.
Clean fashion with a
But yeah, it's just that's one of my weaknesses, is just tackling very long par 5s or par 3s, not par 5s.
You have to minimize your
All right, aim at the gallery on the left. Let the wind peel it back to the middle of the fairway.
Scoreboard pressure also accounts for something, but
definitely not the smoothest swing here today.
We're finally seeing a golf course.
It's working because I'm correcting it at the end, but you see that little like hump in the middle of my swing.
Get it in. Sign that
So 310 yards, 201 to the flag, and like I've been saying all along, these back 9 are big, long, punishing holes. And here we go. So this is another example. I got a club down because of the wind, but we're coming pretty much almost even with where we're shooting from. It says 4 feet downhill, but it's probably pretty close to even. I don't even know if a 7 is going to stop on it, so we're going to add some loft and bring it in from left to right. This looks pretty good. Yeah, it's long. It's long. So landed as soft as I wanted to. Didn't quite draw the way I thought it would, putting that much on it, but maybe the wind kind of pushed it to the left. And now, I mean,
another birdie.
Oh boy. Right to left and then left to right down the hill. Oh, we almost had it. I thought it was good.
That,
Really good putt there again. So putting has definitely turned around from our last tournament. Got this one back up the hill, right to left. Finished the day off at 6 under. Tie the lead going into round 2. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A 66 is a pretty damn good score around Kiowa Islands, especially in these wind conditions. So the turning point there was the putter. Felt very good with the putter. The drives weren't as clean as maybe I would want them to, but I mean, when you have a scorecard with only one bogey, that's a pretty damn good feeling. So I think there's going to be a lot of low scores out here. I think you're going to see the AI start dropping some really low ones as well. And basically, we just got to keep our head down and hope that we can dial it in, because this is a beautiful course. Again, I love Carolina. We'll switch to our grays. We got a nice new little gray outfit going there. And same wind, so the wind has not changed from day 1 to day 2, so it's still going to be tough out there. Projected cut lines +2. It's not even in our radar unless we absolutely catastrophically collapse on day 2. But I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Like I said, we're two videos, this plus one more, away from the Masters, and I'm super excited to get there and just see where we're at. But right now we got a tall task ahead of us. There's some scores out there. Taylor is now 3 under for the day. Scotty Scheffler 2 under, so we know he can piece together some good rounds pretty much anywhere in this game, it feels like. And let's just see what we can do. 306 tee time. Wind is still extremely strong. Let's get off to a good start with a good drive here.
6 under par. Included among them is the golfer
pretty good shot, perfect tempo,
prove to be
a long way down there. And again, these first 2 holes are where you can really set the tone for the day. It's almost like if you don't get out of here with at least 2 birdies on the first 2 holes, it's like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage because of how long and difficult the back 9 is.
So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
Ooh, this is a tough shot. Really, only option I got is a pitch. Now, don't get me wrong, I was just talking about how much I like the pitch, but from this range, this distance, this is a tough pitch shot. Stop, bite. Nah, not bad. Again, I think maybe going into the weekend, assuming we don't blow up, I think I'll take a 3-wood there, because that's a little bit of a weird range there. This is downhill. I think it will turn quite a bit. Or not at all. And horrible read. Well, yep. That looks like Chambers Bay Michael Webb on the putting surface.
Okay.
I don't know. Those downhill putts looked like it was going to turn. I guess I don't know what the hell I was looking at, because clearly it didn't turn at all. So, missed opportunity on 1. Not really the end of the world. We got a par 5 coming up here on 2.
Here at the par 5 second at 557
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get out of here with, maybe we can squeak in another eagle. So we had this on the last hole and we clubbed down. I think we're going to stick with that, because again, we can go for this in 2. Granted that the dog leg is about 250 out. Crushed another 3-wood. So absolutely monster with this club in the last few tournaments. 262 carry, still not a lot of rollers. So for the fairways being average in terms of firmness, they're really not rolling out as much as I may have thought. So yeah, I don't think I can go for this one. I'll try and get it as close as possible, but I think it'd be stupid. I did not realize the pin placement was at the front left. Almost have no green to work with. Very hard to stop anything on these greens at Kiowa. I just don't think I could have gone for that. So we'll disappoint some fans and we'll lay up, and hopefully we can chip back on. That should be a pretty straightforward pitch shot, about 30 yards.
Frank got everything out of that.
Here we go. Back into the hill here. Wind right to left. Take a little bit off like we always do. Spin it. Yeah, jeez Louise. I didn't see the course conditions, but it said it. I'm pretty sure it said average for everything. But these greens, these first 2 greens, seem very, very slippery all of a sudden. Slight right to left, back up the hill, maybe a little bit more. I think. Is this front little bit gonna kick it more? Because if not, I'd aim it about here. But I think it's gonna kick it quite a bit at the start. All right, so we got a birdie on the par 5. That's how we wanted to kickstart. Again, a birdie on 1 would have been really nice. Just a poor read by me. Nothing else to say there. Well, Ty Thompson and Herman at the top with 7 under.
Frank, why would
And
the
let's
architect Pete Dye say
just
this
start
was one of the
tackling
most
things when we
unusual
can.
holes
I
in
mean,
the
there's
entire course?
what,
Well, it's the shortest
3
for a
holes on
start,
the
and just that
front
green
9 yesterday
complex,
that we
Rex,
managed
the
to
fact that
birdie,
it just falls
and now
away rapidly on all 4
and now we're
sides
gonna
of this
try and do
green.
the same. There's
That's
definitely
what the
scoreable holes
architect
out there.
wanted, and that's what the architect got.
Pretty good looking shot here. Should catch the slope
Marvelous
and
shot.
stop, which it does. So we're short of that little rough there. 65 yards, 326 carry, pretty damn accurate.
So after a well-placed drive, this his second from
Is
short
this
range.
tree going to be a factor, though? I'm going to try and put as much fade as I possibly can to ensure that that tree does not factor into our ball. I think we're far enough back that the 60 will get over top of it anyway. Let's hope. Yeah, wasn't even an issue. But I mishit it again and crushed it, so that is an overswing of 1.5% that got probably escalated to 5% extra because of the mishit.
Miscalculated there.
Yeah,
Well,
very,
there
very
has to be
bad
something.
swing there. There's
From
no
where
excuse
he
for what I
was,
just pulled off. That
it's
was
just an
terrible.
aberration. Seriously, that little green patch down the end there with a flag in it, that's where you're meant to go. Not like sailing
But
over
the
yonder.
pitch shot saves us from any real danger. That club is
Lovely
that
pitch
shot is
Just
really,
nipped that
really.
ball off
It's
the
just
turf.
feeling absolute
Just
lights
flew
out
through
right
the air
now.
Beautifully set down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
So a good start, 1 under through 3.
And he'll remain
Exactly what we
one
needed
shot
around
back.
here. 1.1 million now on that TikTok, so I don't even know what to say. I was commenting back to as many people as we could, but I mean, it's at 1 million views. Barstool Sports retweeted it, or reposted it. Some other Instagram and people reposted it. It's just popping off. So you guys are wild. I mean, again, a lot of the comments were in kind of the negative respect to the game. Totally fine. It was a pretty funny moment. But just the fact that it's getting that much attention and we've gained so much growth as a result of it. I think we're approaching 2,000 followers on TikTok. We should be getting really close to 400, or might even be at 400 at the time of this video getting posted on YouTube. Wild. Absolutely wild. I think an 8-iron is enough here. 8-iron, wind right to left, 10 mile per hour. Ah, God, I mishit it again as soon as I hit that. Wow, the mishits are really dangerous around here. Just the wind. You miss it plus the wind. It's just so far offline that there's really not much you can do at that point. You kind of just gotta pray that it stops in time. Beautiful pitch shot again. A little bit farther than I wanted to, so like I said, these greens seem to be a little bit more firm than maybe the course description at the beginning told us. 5-foot putt down the hill, right to left. Ooh, we tried snapping at the end, but another good par save. So still off to a pretty solid start through 4. We head to another difficult par 3, and this is like one of the ones I was talking about. Lengthy, fast, windy.
So Frank, here we are, the first par 3 on the golf course, and what do you make of this?
207 yards, so
It's
not
really
as
2
long as
holes,
some of them.
Rich. When the flag is on the left, it's basically one green, and when the flag is on the right, it's effectively another type of a golf shot. This green is actually 40 yards wide and separated with that little faint.
Do I want to try a high hybrid? 10 mile per hour wind. That'll stop near the flag, but will it stop on the green? Or we can play a low shot here. A little low draw. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit under the wind. Just a smidge. And fade it or draw it back in towards the cup. I've mishit it for the 400th time, but this looks pretty solid. Better than yesterday's result. Right idea for sure, just a little poorly executed. But pretty nifty there. Still on the green, so at least what I was saying earlier, at least we have a putt at a birdie here.
Welcome in, Iona Steven. This, a putt for birdie.
Well, even though this is a longer putt, it's very makeable. Mostly flat overall, maybe just a single to the right. Not very much.
Yeah, Iona fooled me as well. It was more than a slight break. That was pretty good pace too, so any slower on the break would have been increased. So good pace, decent,
It is a par here at 5.
you know, spot that I picked, but just snapped about. There's like 2 feet left, and I saw it turning just a little bit more. But we're still hanging out there near the top of the leaderboard.
Due west is here at the par 4/6.
490 par 4/6 hole. Dog leg left, you heard.
Area running down that left side.
Aim at the bunker. The wind should drop back into the middle of the fairway. Okay, contact. Not my best swing, but it should be, like I said, safely aboard in the middle of the fairway. Gets a good kick up this hill.
Just what you want at this point.
Good shot, very good shot. We can work with that. 189 though. I mean, this is a part of the course that just becomes a giant. 10 mile per hour wind, 6 iron is not going to get there, but a 5 iron.
Yards, Frank.
I guess we can try and muster the 6. I guess the wind's going to die, and we're going to use the natural direction of the wind. The hill, I didn't calculate for the hill. That's a rookie mistake right there. We were on a hill and I didn't even adjust for it. I adjusted for the wind only. That was a poor effort.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that.
That would have been the right club, I think.
Really. I mean, that almost like took that first.
Actually, we can probably chip this. Would be safer than a club up to a 56. Make sure we get it back there. I can't see anything, so we'll go from a top angle. Ooh, stop! Nope, that's gone. Wow. I was underswung there too. That was weird. I guess the fast tempo really dictated that entire shot, and now we got this crazy thing to deal with. Stop. Stop. Not horrible. That second shot kind of confused me, to be honest with you.
Very anxious putt.
Like, I took some power off that, and it just still went completely through the green. Just, I guess, the fast tempo, but it's a good bogey putt. Back to even for the day. That's a tough hole. That's a tough pin placement. I mean, you got a false front to the left. You got to roll out on the back.
Second par 5 here on the front side, Frank.
Definitely not as good as we've seen us play in the last few tournaments. So.
I'd agree with you, Rich. The
kind of difficult on that one. Not really sure what happened there, but I'm
reach,
actually going to take a little bit of this wind off to make sure we get it on that left side of the fairway.
Then you have to be careful with those trees up on the right side by the green.
And
I've caught a few people out.
This jumps out straight right, so I didn't get it on the left side of the fairway like I wanted to, but this should cut off some of the distance. Don't think I'm going to be going in for this 1 and 2 at 279.
That is going to wind up just fine.
Yeah, can't even get there. Can barely get there with the power. So we'll aim way back with 7 iron, get it to that 100-yard marker. Oh my god, now everything's flaring out a little to the right. Actually, this will work out well though, so we kind of got away with one there. Just because now it's on the right side of center with the back pin placement at the left side.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
So do I stick with a very strong 56 or go with a light 51? With the way I've been mishitting the wedges long, I feel like 56 really is the only option, but this is requiring a very full swing. And I'm not going to add any fade or draw to counter the wind because I've been mishitting it like nuts today. So we're just going to let the wind naturally affect the ball. We've hit it as hard as we possibly can. The wind is stopping it near the pin, but it's going to roll. So, again, right idea, not enough. 51 would have been miles over that pin.
You know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that.
It is what it is. When you get it ballooned up in the wind, it's going to start throwing the ball back, adding a bit of backspin to it. Pretty flat line here, surprisingly. Back up the slight hill, left to right. Give it a good whack. 2-putt is really all you can ask for. Go in. Oh, my word. So just lost it on the low side there. A little too firm, actually, which is surprising. Look at that. So that's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that green. That runoff there is terrifying on these holes. But we will settle for another par. Still even par for the day. 6 under for the tournament. Haven't really had the opportunities, to be honest with you, that we had yesterday. Thompson now bogeyed the 8th hole.
The 8th hole now at 198 yards apart.
But you can see why. Like, it is just basically a plateau. The cup is raised, everything else falls off. Everything else falls off. One of the smaller greens out here at Kiowa too. Look at this. 12 mile per hour side spin. Can't use the 6. Can't use an 8. 7 is our only choice. Gonna use the natural wind again, 12 mile per hour. See what happens. Pretty poor swing there. Yeah, I just mishit that. The backswing was really bad. Dang, if only I was straight at the pin.
And that one,
you know what? With the wind, I
green,
might start
not a
adding some
spot
drain
either.
and
Sitting
fade.
up in the short grass.
Draw and fade. Because if it mishits, I mean, it can't get any worse than me just mishitting it because of my backswing. So I think you're going to see me start taking a little bit more aggressive lines. Something that I always talk about, just not having the points in shot shaping. I think you're going to see me start doing a little bit more. Wind might be one of those days where it's risky, but we're kind of punching ourselves in the PP a little bit by mishitting it with a natural wind. So
it is a par here at the
we'll
8th.
see. I don't want to get over
He'll
creative.
stay right where he is.
Not bad though. Pendrith still at 6
Hole
under.
number 9 here at the Ocean
Lead
course
still at
is a
7
long
under.
par 4
We're
a
still at 6
robust
under.
514
514,
Flat
big boy
lies,
par 4.
difficult to find
Really starts
anywhere
the where
from the rolling fairway to the undulating green. A 4, that's a great way to finish out this front side.
really starts the long part of the course at this point forward. These mishits are really going to start driving me crazy here. I can't explain how annoyed I am that I can't seem to get the tempo consistent for a whole round. And just so different than what I'm used to. The slow is just like, having it go the opposite direction that I'm used to seeing it is just really, really weird. It just really plays with my headspace. There's a good tempo. There's a good shot. I don't think it's going to stop in time, though. Ooh, it landed pretty soft for a 5-iron, so we give ourselves a birdie putt here. Way better outcome than I was expecting.
Good, clean contact and a nice
Yeah,
result.
one of the better contacts we made
Chance for
today.
birdie
Down the
coming
hill, pretty severely right to left off the start. This might not be enough. Give it a little bit more.
Oh, never in doubt. What a great
There we go.
putt that
Get back
was.
to 1
It's a
under.
birdie here at the 9.
And we come out of the
this
front
will be a
9.
1 under
Should
front
be
side
tied for the
as
lead
he
or
goes out
just
in
below the lead.
35.
Tied for the lead. Taylor Pendrith also birdie. He has a 5 under round going, so very, very good scores shot by Taylor Pendrith, the fellow Canadian right now in this tournament.
does allow you to do, Frank, is it
And
sits
we
right
enter the
atop
part of the
sand
course
dunes.
that
It's
can
pretty.
really
It is,
punish
and it's
you.
another hole that still goes in that westerly
12 mile per
direction.
hour winds
When you
almost
look down at this
entirely into
fairway,
our face from
you
this
have
point
to
out.
respect the right side. Right side is a complete and utter
That was a pretty
no-no.
good swing,
That's where all the
0.1%
big
slow.
numbers come.
So
So
really
if you're
good
gonna
drive,
air,
but I mean,
air a
that's
little
going to
on the
fly
left
what?
side. The
Ah,
hole
flew
does open up.
270,
Second
so
shot's gonna
the
have to be
elevation changed,
played
helped
across
just a
the bunker,
smidge
but,
there.
this par four gets your
172,
attention to
wind
start
into the
back nine.
face, left to right.
Ready for his second shot.
8-iron
Trying to
won't
knock
get
it on the
there.
green.
Got to club up. And now it's just, we got to be really good with our tempo from this point out. Wind? That's what happens when you
Well,
hit
he's
fast.
overshot
So it's
the
the
green
opposite.
here.
With
Fine
slow,
to
you have
play
the
direct. Seriously.
chance of mishitting it
Any
left or
other club
right.
other than
With
that one.
fast, you mishit it. Mishit it pretty severely long there. So maybe 7 wasn't the right choice. Not bad. Down the hill, that was pretty hard to stop near the cup. 10 feet 8 inches for a
And
par.
That's not exactly ideal.
Kind of just playing par golf at the
Attacker
moment.
for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, and a
So a really good
arm
par
to
there on
start
10.
the
I
second
mean,
9. That's in for
Not a
par
great
here at
second
10.
shot by me
And he'll remain
in any sort
right
of
where he
world.
is. Not
But
much
we'll
is
take a par there,
straightforward here at the
save
Ocean
it,
course.
keep the
This
1 under
11
scorecard
is
going.
proof positive
Only the
of
one
that.
drop
At a
shot so
stout
far, so that's
593 yards.
we'll take
A
that.
handful of
Big
half
par 5
moon
now
bunkers
into the
right
wind.
are
This is going to be very
what to avoid
challenging.
on your tee shot, but even with a drive in the fairway, a couple
Good
of
tee ball there.
devilishly placed
Finally hit a
putt
really good
bunkers
one.
Up near the hole have been known to
Okay,
give
so the wind is
golfers
definitely
fits.
more back into our face than left to right, because that wind said it was 12 mile per hour left to
Be a
right, but I
little
think it's
disappointed
swirling
with
and
that
back into
because
our
it
face.
lands in the rough, and it appears to be fairly
Yeah.
thick over there.
Unfortunately, for the first time in a long time, we really didn't give ourselves a great lie, so we're going to have to club down. Hoist this one to the right side of the fairway. And we can potentially set ourselves up for another birdie here on a par 5. 119 yards.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
Gotta just kill a 51. Really my only choice here. Aim a little bit more right just because of the downhill lie to the left. It's gonna pop it out. I make pretty solid contact, but this is gonna balloon again. Go! Go! Oh my gosh. I think I gotta start clubbing up on these. I feel like a pitching wedge wouldn't have had as much spin, but the fact that got to the top of the apex and just it almost looked like it came back towards us. That's just, you know, the wind is just insane right now. Good pitch shot there. Should land really close. Beautiful pitch shot. Club is just absolute dynamite right now.
Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the
Here we
air
go.
Beautifully.
Pretty straight putt down the hill.
Well. Good
Make
shot.
our par. Or is this a birdie?
So that
No, it's a par
brushed in
because
for a par.
we missed
We're
it
at
on our
11.
third shot.
And he'll stay
So
right
similar to how
where
we
he
started
is.
the back nine yesterday, we parred the first two. Pendrith drops another one at 16,
Next
so he's
up,
at
the par
8
4
under
12
now.
at
That is the leader so far, trying to get in the
484
clubhouse,
yards.
probably
Fairway
at that
is one
number,
of
if
the
not
most
better.
Generous on the course, but the closer you get to
We
the
still have
hole,
some elements to battle
more
here.
that
Not out of the
lagoon
woods
and bunkers
yet.
start to make
Big
their
drive here.
presence felt.
We messed this drive up huge yesterday, so trying to right the ship. And we hit it pretty well, a little slow, but make up for the error we encountered. At least give ourselves a chance at a look
Looking
for
a
birdie.
strong finishing kick
173,
here on this
probably
Friday
playing
to
more like
get set up
200.
For the weekend, and that another good drive.
I think
here.
we clubbed up. Well, we are further down, but I'm gonna add a bit of a draw here. Use the wind as well. Slingshot this back to the flagstick, and I've crushed it again. So every time I've tried this shot, I've been overpower and fast. It landed so damn soft, so that would have landed perfect if we didn't hit that one fast.
The flag.
I'll tell you, this is not the tempo or the momentum of a tempo that I really wanted going into Augusta. So we have 2 rounds and what, 6 holes here on this left to really figure out that swing speed. It's like I just all of a sudden lost it. It's so weird. Sit. Okay.
Speed here, are you kidding?
I wouldn't be.
Exceptional.
I don't know if that's exceptional. That's a little bit farther than I was hoping for. Up the hill, straight putt.
No missteps.
Yeah, we gotta start dialing in our swing tempo because it's been a little bit all over the place. And
Two back.
come on, we all know what Augusta's gonna do to us. 9 under for Pendrith, so he birdied the 17th,
PGA
and now he's
Championship. This par
potentially in the
13
clubhouse at
hole was a
9 under
nightmare
par
for a
with
number
one
of
more hole
players,
left, so
including
maybe he can
Goose
squeak in
Taysom
another one.
and the
It's a really good
eventual
round for him.
champion,
That's
Phil
what,
Mickelson. What
7
makes it
under
so
now
hard
for
for
him,
him?
I believe.
Just there's nothing comfortable on this hole, Rich. It's actually one of my favorite holes, and one of the reasons why you see the sort of sandy bunker area there on that left side, all perfectly in play for
This
a
is
tee shot.
unbelievable.
So now the decision is, do I hit it short of them? If I do, I have a longer second shot. Do I challenge them? Well, if I don't find the fairway,
191
now I'm in
left.
bigger problems.
So
And that's just
difficult
the
to get
tee shot.
this
The
to
second shot,
stop.
that water lap's almost right up to that right edge of the green.
Come on,
I
good
think
shot with
it's
the
a
6
great
iron.
par
Winds in
four.
our face. Gonna come back a little bit towards the right. This looks really good. Is it enough though? Not quite. Still not a bad spot to leave it. 20 feet.
We
20
turn
feet
to
and pretty
notably
straight, just up the
third
hill.
for this look at birdie.
Yeah, it's just very slightly up the hill. I don't think it's going to move more than a ball or so to the right.
Well,
Boy, that's a good stroke.
Noda,
Just
you
a
and I both,
fraction
baby.
off target, but
I
we
thought that
can't
was
get the
moving a cup
speed
at
any
max.
better than
That snapped again at the end. I feel like I did this in round 1 on this hole, or was that a different hole?
Okay,
That
so
up the hill
for
putt
par
is
here at
slippery,
13.
man. That looked like it was
He'll
in
stay
a whole
couple
way
shots
and then a
off the
foot
lead.
out. It curls so much so drastically. Another par, you saw Taylor was in for a 9 under, so a beautiful day by him.
One of the most treacherous.
Current leader sitting in the
238
clubhouse.
yards. Miss the green here, and you could easily be staring at bogey or worse.
I'm going to balloon this one. I'm going to let the wind just totally affect this ball. Get it way up in the air. Well, is this not going to stop either? I clubbed down an extra one from yesterday. Oh my gosh. 69 feet to the pin.
A little too hot, and that
Wow.
one's gonna run out
That's so,
and leave
like,
him a
these
much
long
longer
par
birdie putt than he
threes
would
are
have hoped for.
so challenging. Oh yeah. Up the hill, flat, down the hill. Don't really need to change speed too much. It's going to be a lot more left to right than it is right to left, especially at the first half of the putt. Get a full whack on this, and hopefully we end up on that flat part near the pin for a tap in. There's the drastic left to right. It comes back down the hill, and it'll go right to left. It would have if I give it
really well
a better pace.
Distance, you'll take it every time.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed with that. Left to right, back down the hill. Try and get out of here with that par.
Nicely
That
done.
is
If he rolls that
by
in for
far
his
the
par,
one of the most pretty looking
he'll
holes,
remain
obviously with the
right
ocean
where he
surrounding
is.
at this course, but easily one of the most challenging. That is so difficult to stop it anywhere near the
15th
pin.
is
If
a
that
par
pin is
four
at the
at
very back like it was in round 1,
466
or the
yards.
very
landing
front like it
area
is
a
today,
little more benign than some
to
of the
get
other
it
par fours on
anywhere
the
in
course,
between
but
that is
missing
a
left up near
great
the green
shot.
is where the score could really start to add up.
Speaking of Under Armour, you know who I haven't really seen in this game do well at all? I think they've won. I don't even know if they've won. They may have come like
Looking
in the
for a
top
strong
2 or 3.
finishing kick here
It's
on
Jordan
this
Spieth.
Friday to get set up for the weekend,
I think
and
he's
that
only like an
another
89 rated
good drive
overall,
here.
so maybe that affects him bouncing up the leaderboard. But I
Wasn't
feel like
right
in the
down
first
middle,
couple
but it
tournaments we
wasn't
saw his
bad at
name, and then
all.
it's just
Coming
kind of
at the
not been
second
anything
shot from
since.
the right side
So we'll
of the
set up for a
fairway.
51. Lots of helping win. This should be able to get to the back tier of the green. I've hit it slow, so it's going to come off a little weird,
I
but
like the looks of this one.
if Rich Lerner likes it, it usually means it's pretty good. That is a good shot. 8 feet 11 inches to get a birdie. Our first birdie on the back nine, slightly downhill, slightly right to left off the start, but then completely straight. So we'll aim just outside the right cup, part of the cup. Yeah, great putt there.
Yes.
So we
never
finally drip a
in
birdie
doubt.
in on this
It's
back
a
nine.
birdie here at
2 under for the
15.
day, 8 under for the tournament.
gonna move
We're now
within
1
one
back
of
in the
the
lead
lead
with a
here
par 5 coming
on
up,
this
then
Friday.
finishing with 2 very, very challenging holes. So Aaron Wise in there with a 69, 8 under par.
Definite scoring holes.
This is
You
very
wanna think
good
twice about that
opportunity
here at
to
the
get to that
16th.
9 under,
You can
and hopefully we can
oftentimes
keep
play
it
longer than it's
going
listed,
into the final 2 holes, because those
581
holes
yards.
are
The defining
very
feature is the
impossible.
incredibly deep bunker left of the green. Anything down there is a bogey or worse.
Another really good
happen.
tee shot here. A little fast, but fast won't hurt with helping win the way it is. Carried that 303.
Yeah, that's a nice swing. And
Not
the
bad.
result
There's not
is
really a lot
gonna
of
be a
rollout
tee
on the
shot
fairways,
that
which is
set up
it's
just
kind of weird.
fine.
I might even take a rip at this for the UK boys. Screw it. Oh, be good. Oh, be really good. Now sit. Now sit. Hey, not bad. Giving ourselves another eagle putt.
Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way
Beautiful.
there, but got enough release.
Oh, God.
In good shape. So after
Down the
reaching
hill,
this green in
big
2,
right to left.
this a sizable putt for an eagle.
An eagle would be an absolute steal. An eagle would be absolute steal. Oh.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little.
All right, 3 foot 8
offline,
inch
but not
comebacker
too bad
here
from
for a
that far
birdie.
away.
Get to that 9 under par that we were looking
See
for
if
after
we can
this
get
hole.
This one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
Yep, there we go.
This round
So we get ourselves
strong.
to 3 under for the
After that,
day,
birdies now at
9 under for the
15
tournament,
and
with a very
16.
difficult par 3
And he's
at
worked it
17,
to
and a pretty
9
hard closing
under
hole
par.
at 18. Let's just see if we can't tie Penrith and get into the final
one of the
grouping
most
for
famous holes in
for
recent
day
major
3, the
championship
moving
golf,
day at
17th
the
of
Carolina
par.
Open.
I don't want to plant seeds of doubt. But when I stare at this hole,
But
with
this
the
pin
water,
placement
I'm
is
thinking about
so
disaster
terrifying.
and calamity.
So if I play
It's all
hybrid, that's
right there,
over. If
isn't
I
it?
play
It's all
4
happened here, Rich.
with this
hole
wind
has a
and that
memory.
elevation
The first
change is
time we ever
probably
saw it on
over.
TV was in the
I'm going to try and
1991
draw
Ryder
or
Cup.
fade this
And it
over the
was
water
deciding hole.
with the helping wind
So many
and
of the
get it
best
somewhere in
players
the middle of the
actually
green.
found water. For example,
Here we
even
go.
just this finish. Remember Colin Montgomery playing Mark Calcavecchia? Colin Montgomery finished bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey, and won all 4 holes.
Hit the pin.
But this one,
Oh, it did!
this one, you just can't see that.
That was Scurry a few feet away. What a shot there, using the flagstick as a backboard. After
It
a
did!
brilliant tee shot. This for birdie. the run here. That a third consecutive birdie.
Thank you, golfing gods, wherever you are. Thank you.
Friday.
Holy crap, no
Well, you know
way.
you're playing a great hole.
That
When
that
Pete
had
Dot,
so
one of
much
the greatest
speed. I mean, I
architects
hit
of
that
all time,
exactly
man,
how I
dreamed
wanted
up
to,
this magnificent
exactly
ocean
how we
course
drew it
here on
up.
Kiawah Island.
And the
When
fact that
Pete
it hit
Dot
the
said,
flagstick
"This
is
his
perfect
favorite
because
hole."
while that
Enjoy
was a
it.
good looking shot, it had so much steam on it. And it just one hopped off the flag and landed to like 3 feet. What a birdie! On probably the most difficult
This
hole
one's
of the
starting to
tournament.
hair
Oh no.
right.
Okay, good.
Looking for a strong
What
finishing
another
kick
lucky
here on
bounce.
this Friday to get set up
Wow,
for
and
the
we go to
weekend,
10 under
and
par,
that's
so we're
another good
4 under
drive
for the
here.
day is a really good score again out here.
So job one is completed and done well.
There we go.
It was a good drive, but Frank, there is a lot of work ahead here on this second shot.
Exactly right, Rich. After that
Wow,
tee
that
shot,
hill
then you
just
look at the
spit it out
second
to the
shot,
left.
What's up ahead, which is going to be another
That slow tempo
long
just killed me
approach
again.
shot to a green that, once
That's
again, does
okay.
not sit
I
straight in
mean,
front
we
of
got an
you.
extra
So
birdie
you
on
have
that
to aim a
17th
little
hole that I
down
didn't think
left
I was
side,
going
just
to
fade the left
I was
of
going to
middle.
do. So,
Just stripe it.
oh wait, what am I doing? This is a pitch shot. No, I thought it was a chip. I'm so stupid. But also, EA, why would you set up for a pitch shot 1 yard from the freaking green?
Well, too bad,
Oh,
Frank.
you
That one rolled right
moron.
off the green.
Ladies and
Just
gentlemen,
coming out
take
so
your time
hot.
and look at the shot type. Oh, I'm so dumb. I thought it was a chip shot. Oh, please pitch this in. This is a pitch because I need to get up this hill. But why the hell was it a yard from the green defaulted onto a freaking pitch shot? Oh, no, I got to get this in to only drop 1. No way, dude. You know what does that all the time? 2K. And I'm giving 2K its first big stupid thing it does. It puts pitch shots on a tee box all the time. All the time. Even if it doesn't even make sense to do it. There are some where you can pitch a very short wedge into a very short par 3. But in that game, there's so many times where it'll set up a pitch shot and you don't even realize it. And then you swing and your guy does like a freaking 70-yard shot. Why was that a pitch? Oh, that sucks. Just focus on making this. Okay.
Okay, a shake of the head.
I guess we get that for getting the absolute gift of the flag stick on the 17th, but I cannot believe that the game just chose a freaking whatever. Doesn't matter. We cleaned up the
So we can't
bogey.
separate them at this stage, but
Got away with
somebody-
one at 17. Had a
somebody
beautiful
will play
ending, and
lights
that
out
like
the
that
weekend.
18th kind of
That
sucks
will
that
be
it
the
did that, and it's my own
So
fault
that
for
should
not
just
realizing.
about do
I swear to God, I thought it was a chip shot.
EA Sports.
But how
Thanks
about
for
this,
spending
ladies and
some time
gentlemen? You
with
got
us.
2
On the
Canadians
road
atop
to
the
the
leaderboard
Masters.
going into round through 3. We'll be playing alongside each other. A 65 from Taylor Pendrith and a 69 from myself. And we've set ourselves up for a good weekend here at Kiawah. Again, this is a very beautiful golf course, probably one of my favorite. Any of these South Carolina golf courses are absolutely sensational. All of them on the PGA Tour. There's not one I can really think of that isn't just absolutely stunning. As we have a peek, we'll put on our black shirts. We got some nice new shirts. 18 to 25 mile per hour winds for day 3. But that's not this video. That's just a treat. Oh my gosh, this is going to be absolutely a wild weekend. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That blemish on 18 should not overlook the fact that we had a phenomenal first few days. The real test is now, as you see everything pick up the firm and fast for 18 to 25 mile per hour winds. That's the highest I have seen to date. This is going to be wild out at Kiawah. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know, like I said, any tips or tricks on par 3s that are very lengthy and tough conditions. But we'll catch you back in the next one and see what kind of shenanigans we get up to out at the Ocean Course. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.